SailPattern here at Beverley Folk Festival. Hiya.
Hi.
Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, sure. I'm Joe. I play guitar and sing in the SailPattern and play whatever other instruments we record with.
I'm Bob and I play the bass in this band.
I'm James, I'm a percussionist, so I play drums and cajon.
I'm Dan. I don't usually play with SailPattern, but I'm up this weekend. I've come up from London to play concertina for this festival.
It's really cool. Dan's joining us on stage, first time ever, so really looking forward to that.
We used to be in a band together many years ago, the three of us did. Then I moved down to London to go to university, so then I started playing concertina just casually and thought it might be quite cool on stage. So,
and then we're missing out on Alex, who's the other guitarist in our band, and he's off changing his strings at the moment, getting himself ready for tonight.
Absolutely, brilliant. Yeah. What do you make of Beverley? How are you enjoying yourselves here?
Yeah, it's a great festival. I think it's it seems like the kind of the friendliest kind of small folk festival I've been at. I really enjoy playing it. Yeah. And yeah, it's nice to come over to this part of Yorkshire for a change because it's a bit genteel compared to where we're from in West Yorkshire.
Yeah. So you hail from Halifax, don't you?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So over the Pennines.
It's a bit flatter over here, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, it's really nice. I mean, last year we played when it was down the centre of Beverley. So I mean, it's a bit different that they've moved it up here, a bit windier. And, that's always a bit of a threat. But
TP's nearly taken off a couple of times.
Yeah, this is
especially with our
been challenged as well.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, you have an adventure with your tents, don't you?
Yeah, well, the TP is our kind of our sleeping quarters because we don't have a van to sleep in. So it kind of got its first outing up in Langdale in the Lake District, and we were kind of making jokes about it on stage. And came out to find all our belongings were scattered across the campsite in this howling gale. We couldn't put it back up again at all, so we had to crash out on the hotel lounge sofas.
Which apparently is quite a common feature of Langdale. So quite a lot of people end up in that living room of the local pub. So.
Yeah, it's notoriously windy.
It's a wild place, is Langdale. It's beautiful, but it's wild. So, tell us about the band.
So, usually, obviously, we're a 4-piece band, but with Dan joining us on stage, it's a 5-piece. I suppose what we do is, I mean, I'd call it folk music, but a lot of our songs are actually just original ones. So, I don't know, we tend to incorporate a lot of different random styles, and we all grew up playing in different genres and different styles, so it's folk music but with a whole mix of other stuff under the surface. We tend to be quite upbeat and energetic. We've got a couple of slow ones as well, but we don't tend to wheel them out of festivals that often. So.
Yeah, people don't stand still when you play, do they? They're leaping around and...
They're not usually... Well, they're either running for the exit or they're jumping up and down. But no, it's... we tend to kind of put a lot of energy and a lot of effort into our performances. And hopefully that reflects in the audience. And obviously the more people get up and dance, the more it makes us kind of enjoy ourselves on stage.
Just try to have fun with it.
If
we can be seen to be having fun on stage, then obviously we try and convey that to
That's what it is. It's just fun.
To the audience.
We just started out playing open mic nights, really. So what we do is just what we enjoy doing, and we play music that people seem to want to dance to and get up and have a bit of fun with. So I mean, like, it's always been about just keeping ourselves entertained. And
I mean, that's it. The problem with folk music, it can be quite introverted sometimes, but it's not about that at all. It's not about the band, it's about everyone having fun.
But yeah, I mean, I suppose in terms of our actual music, our tastes have always been rooted in sort of folk music.
Do you write your own songs?
Yeah, most of the songs. I mean, even the traditional ones tend to be kind of bastardised, pardon the word, but like we tend to
our own arrangements.
Yeah. So we like to find traditional songs and then just completely do our own take on them. So I tend to rewrite some of the lyrics in them. I guess a lot of traditional songs have been handed down, and they get changed all the time anyway. So the words that people know as the popular words to a song wouldn't have been the originals anyway. So, I think that's kind of in keeping with the spirit of folk music.
Yeah, I mean, a song can sound completely different in the northeast to what it might
Exactly,
same
yeah.
song down in the south somewhere.
Or
yeah.
even
Evolve
travel
where-
across.
where-
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Or transatlantic even.
Yeah.
Songs get taken over there and come back with a different name and different melody, but it's all, fundamentally the same
Yeah,
song.
when you track it down to its origin.
That's it. And then when we write our own songs, I mean, they tend to be, I suppose they're either stories or they're just, they're about everyday life, I suppose. And
Just our experience.
I think it's fair to say SailPattern started out when we were all going through quite a changing time.
yeah,
When we all went off to university and stuff, and saying we were in a band together, I left, and then they created the SailPattern, and then it's all about going to university and then leaving university and trying to find real jobs and seeing the real world.
yeah. So I mean, like the first gig we ever had was right at the end when we were leaving university in the first place. So it was, that was kind of going out into the real world. And, thinking, well, we might as well play some music instead of getting a real job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Very
that's
good
not quite
idea.
worked out
Had
yet.
to do both.
There's always time.
So do you all write together then? Do people bring ideas in and do you all work on it, or does one person write? Or
That does tend to be how songs develop. Usually Joe or Alex will have a sort of idea of a melody or maybe a verse and a chorus. But then we do try and all sort of come together, and that we find that's when songs work best, when they sort of develop from quite a small idea.
It's cool that, I mean, the bass is taking quite a lot more of a role in it now because of stuff like Paul Simon's like Graceland is a big inspiration for a few of us anyway, and that definitely finds its way into our music hopefully. And you'll see Bob does a few little slap bass bits and stuff every now and again to orchestrate things a little bit.
The rhythm plays quite a big part in our music, because obviously it sort of adds that bit of energy.
It's very
Yeah.
tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to have a very tight rhythm section, which you guys are.
Yeah, I think that comes from playing in metal bands, to be honest.
True.
well, you're full of energy, certainly when you play.
Yeah. I mean, that's the first step, is just making sure everything's tight as possible, and then all the harmonies and stuff like that comes on later, and then we can just enjoy ourselves because we know we've practiced it so much that you can go out and just not worry about all the kind of the tightness of the songs, because that'll be there.
Do you enjoy a song more as you go on with it?
Do you mean like the more times you play it?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes, because you find like some of them you've got the song and you might have even recorded it, and then you'll go and play it and play it and play it, and it'll slowly evolve. And especially things like the dynamics in the song will change a lot when we play it live to how it is on the record, and it makes it more interesting live.
Exactly.
And I guess the other thing is that we do kind of rest songs every now and again, so we won't be playing the same songs every single gig. We've got a whole load of music that we choose from. And, we don't tend to be like some bands where they have like a set of songs that they play at every single gig and then write a whole load of new songs. We just tend to pick it out fresh each time, and keeps it more interesting for us.
It's a healthy way of doing it, isn't it? Otherwise
Yeah,
it becomes a chore.
and for your audience as well,
Exactly,
because
yeah.
you'll have people who'll be your fans who'll come along, so it'll always fresh for them, I imagine.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is as well, I mean, obviously it's a lot different when you're playing pub gigs to these kind of festival ones, because we've only got a half-hour slot later on today, so you have to really, really think about the set. And obviously most people haven't seen you before, so it's kind of you've got to go with your more energetic songs and stuff like that. But it's a whole different kind of experience. It's quite fun sometimes when you've got like 2 hours to play in a pub and you can play everything, and the people who've come to see you get literally everything you've got.
And it's fair to say, I came up last weekend and we sat down over the weekend and went through exactly what we were going to play for this weekend, so it's quite a lot of thought went into it.
Yeah, that's pretty unusual.
Yeah,
because we're usually desperately searching for a piece of paper to scroll
Scroll,
down
yeah,
we
just
start.
before you go,
Yeah,
yeah.
this one's been planned meticulously.
Or even sometimes, it tends to be quite fun just to wing it.
Yeah.
Just sort of pick and choose.
How you feel on the night.
Yeah, that's it. They tend to work out quite well, those ones.
Yeah, spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that happens lots.
You do male vocals, don't you?
Yeah, that's right.
And does Bob do any of those?
Yeah, I do a bit. A few bits, yeah.
How about you, please? You know, I know. Box thing.
Yeah, he does a bit. It's a bit. He's got a verse on Mary Mac, hasn't he? And yeah, some of the shanties that we do a cappella. I mean, that's the thing. We all try and take a turn in singing like a verse on our own or whatever. You know, we all try and do the harmonies, but.
You got me singing a bit last night.
Yeah, exactly.
It's nice that everybody can sing as well, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason the
that's good.
SailPattern started out, because it's nice to all just be able to sing a harmony. And
So if people want to come and find you, where should they look?
the best place is probably on Facebook, because that's linked to everywhere else. So facebook.com/the SailPattern, and then I mean, we've got a website which is thesailpattern.com. And we've got a Twitter feed and a Bandcamp and a SoundCloud and
Excellent. And up and coming gigs?
we've got Beat Herder that we're playing in July. That's coming. We're playing down in the Isle of Wight.
Yeah, that's later
the
in the
Key
year.
Arts Centre slightly later in the year, and we'll some other gigs down south in October. And yeah, we'll probably be playing a few other kind of pub gigs, maybe Airdo in Keighley.
All right, yeah.
In August, and yeah, we'll be all over the place. So we tend to travel ridiculously long distances. I mean, we're down in Gloucestershire on the 5th of July playing at the Prince Albert, and then up at Beat Herder in Lancashire the day after. So we're all over.
Blooming heck, yeah, that's quite a drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the first time you've camped at Beverley, isn't it? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, we always enjoy a bit of camping. Yeah.
Tends to try and do it in as glamorous a fashion. Consummate luxury. Nice to get up with that. So,
I'm very.
Throws and ropes.
yeah.
We had enough trips to festivals when we were like teenagers to realise how you should camp and how you shouldn't camp. So we try and make things as comfortable as possible now.
Have a shower today.
Smooth everything out with a bottle of rum as well.
What's the highlight so far then of Beverley?
I think it was our set last night was a highlight. I mean, we weren't expecting it at all. It was a bit of a tap on the shoulder,
impromptu,
come and do a session type
We were
thing.
walking through to watch the Proclaimers in the main stage and tap on the shoulder. We're in a bit of a pickle. We need somebody to play at 12:30 tonight.
Yeah.
Right, let's stop drinking.
But yeah, we're looking forward to like Lao later on today. Hopefully, just after we've played, we can run and catch them.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately we're going to miss Show of Hands, which we were really big fans of.
Yeah.
Because they're on at the same time as us, I think. So we'll have to see how much of their crowd we can steal.
But you can still see Lao, that's the thing, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah, that was the goal for the
Do we
weekend.
know when that we're on?
Straight after
Just
us, I
after
think.
the
Yeah.
But well, thank you ever so much. Enjoyed this conversation, and yeah, we'll be catching your gig later on tonight.
Well, thanks for having us.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.